The Philadelphia Eagles.
Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Today our coverage kicks off with a good one here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. It's a tradition that began in 1966, and off we go on a Thanksgiving afternoon in Dallas. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. So here are the Cowboys now ready to go on offense for the first time. And they will be led out by the youngster, the rookie, their QB.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well. Won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. They're good at running the screen. Sometimes it's probably taken for granted, though. You need a good deal of deception in there, don't you?
You certainly do. And you know what else you need? The people who aren't involved in the deception to make sure they hold their blocks and someone doesn't flash too quickly in the face of the quarterback.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 24 yards to gain there. Another first down as well. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Cowboys. C.D. Lamb, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it's finished off by the touchdown from C.D. Lamb. From the 6. And able to get this out to the 25. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at their quarterback standing 6'3".
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one is capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Well, I sure wouldn't be surprised if we see more of this as this game goes on because we know they like to use their wideouts either on quick throws or on jet sweeps like what we just saw there. And to say that that one worked well, partner, that's stating the obvious.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
They'll look to throw now on first down. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and then come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. But how much fun is it each and every year to know that you've got football on Thanksgiving Day?
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 41. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. DeMarcus Lawrence in on the tackle.
The Eagles at 1-9 now on the year. And they come in after a win last week, and it had been some time since we've been able to say that. That broke a 9-game skid.
And how about that video we saw, the celebration after the win last week? So many people called it relief. I think you and I saw joy in there, too. This team has really struggled to win one. They had the right to celebrate.
Sliding out of the pocket. And this one is incomplete.
Against a team coming off a win just as your team did the previous week, you talk about being physical all game long. Sometimes being physical is just being on the spot and helping force the incompletion.
Smith, the man in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he nearly got the first himself, but it appears he's going to be about a yard or two short. Give him 8 yards that time on the scramble, and now 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because, in my mind, there was room to run, and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect them to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
Now, these two teams, you might remember, met earlier in the year in Arlington with the Cowboys winning that ball game. So they are gunning for the sweep here in Dallas.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He will find Smith in the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great effort there. 29 yards.
And the Eagles are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
So a nice touchdown pass for the rookie there. And, you know, as they go down the stretch, look, they're not a playoff team. This is just confidence building and growth time for him, right?
Yeah, it's a game within the game, isn't it? Because every team wants to win all games on their schedule. But the development of this rookie quarterback is paramount for this team. So you're exactly right. Every rep, doesn't matter what the game, what the situation, what the score, valuable for him, valuable for his team as they look towards next year.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25.
Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. For Williams, there are the numbers from a week ago. 9 catches, 112 yards.
And they think they have a matchup advantage in this one. They're going to try and find some space for him to work and make sure he touches the football.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line.
Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand.
And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, competition comes up in so many different ways. And right now, this unit, their competition is who's going to get to the quarterback the most times. How about 5 sacks last week? We just saw their first one of this game.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
He'll look to throw. It's caught on the right side. Williams. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
There's another example where defensive coaches constantly preach, not allowing any run after the catch. They gave up a few more yards than they wanted to, but they were able to get him down quickly and force a 4th down.
They only needed about 4 or 5 inches there. Relied on the big guys up front and got it done.
Yeah, this is the time to just go ahead and hit it straight ahead. No juking, right? No movement in the backfield. Take the ball and go. As I heard a coach tell a player a long time ago, save your dance up for the club, son. Just get up into that line of scrimmage.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Lazard. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
A nice throw there for the first down. And this is a big moment for this young man under center. You know, he's had a few months now to get acclimated to life in the NFL, but you got to think, a little extra pressure here, right, CD? I mean, you're getting the start on Thanksgiving in front of the national audience.
Especially since you and I both know he's watched this game since he's, 4, 5, 6 years old and dreamed of playing in it. In fact, his family sent us some of those videos of he and his family in the backyard playing their Turkey Bowl games themselves. So now he's gone from the backyard to the big stage, and here he is.
Again, it's Elliott.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. So reverse the celebration. We'll see if they have something else in their bag of tricks.
And isn't that always tough to watch when they score and you see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count? Can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
They'll look to throw here. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the completion, but they'll still be faced now with a 3rd and goal situation. He'll drop to throw. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Max Williams. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Cowboys have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Just a 4-play drive that time, and it's capped off with a Cowboys touchdown. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
2 minutes gone by, second quarter. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And Dallas, they'll take over in terrific field position. A first down carry by Elliott. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
2nd and 5. Flush to his right. And they're going to move it down inside the 25.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. It's complete to Williams. And out of bounds right around the 20. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down. They'll set up to throw. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Ball resting on the 10-yard line. It's 2nd and 1. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. Well, I think the hope is, with a touch pass like that, then maybe you catch the defense off guard, but they were all over that one.
And it is the kind of play that works better against certain defenses, and this clearly was the wrong one to run into. Really nice job getting him down behind the line of scrimmage. I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And his kick is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about 1-score lead, 2-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
They're coming off a fourth down gamble that last drive that backfired, CD, but really not as badly as it could. Their defense held up and only gave up 3 points.
And what they wanted to do is play off the momentum the defense gave them. Only giving up the 3 points in that situation after they failed on fourth down. Now they want to make it pay off. They want to pay homage to the defense and have their own drive pay off in points for themselves.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. High throw, but he makes the catch. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 1:55 left to go in the first half of play. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Hurts. Quick slant to Brown. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
They'll run here with Raheem Mostert, and he'll get down to about the 26-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there. Going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Here's Mostert. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it. This is caught. 11 yards, but still not enough. 4th down. So we've hit halftime on Turkey Day here in Dallas. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the 3rd quarter and continue this midseason contest. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this 3rd quarter. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
Hurts throw complete there to Smith. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Smith will come in motion right. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. On play action, they'll throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Cowboys. Look at the big man rumble. And this is going to be brought back for a fumble return touchdown by the Cowboys. The offense, they've had some sloppy moments. Sloppy there again on that one, and it could be the backbreaker.
From a defensive perspective, if the offense is going to be sloppy, you've got to take advantage of that. And that's what they've done all game long.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He's got a man complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And this is incomplete. And Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. And that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down.
Well, partner, they certainly played up to their top 10 defensive ranking this week. They've stifled this opposing offense throughout this game. This contest is now lopsided because of their efforts, and there's still a quarter to go.
He'll buy some time right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Football 101, you've got to let the guy catch the ball.
You have to know the ball is there. You have to know it's arrived. Otherwise, you're going to get flagged every time.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Out to his left. Williams brings it in. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10.
That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Elliott will score. Touchdown, Cowboys. Just power football there, down near the goal line. Give it to him. He's able to push his way across.
Yeah, they went heavy there. Sometimes you have those big offensive linemen come in, have to report like they're eligible. But all they're doing is getting a good stance, blocking, and getting their runner across the goal line.
The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he finds a little bit of room, enough for 4 yards. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Second down, here's Mostert again. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge, whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end, in the direction they want to run the football? If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 17 yards and a 1st down for Philly.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On 2nd down, Mostert. And some space here. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. 31 yards there and a 1st down. So a decent deficit at this stage in the 2nd half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
They'll run with Mostert. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now.
All of a sudden, those lanes that were there earlier in the drive dry up near the goal line. That's a good job defensively to diagnose the run and stop it for a very short pickup.
Extra bulk up front for 2nd and inches. 3 tight ends. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles.
Raheem Mostert with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to cut into that deficit. So they brought the extra bulk in down on the 1-yard line, and they're able to push this one across.
Yeah, I can just see your face right now because I know we're mind melding on this one. Coach Madden would love this. Power football, hat on a hat, chest to chest, driving forward, touchdown.
It's a run with Mostert.
And he got it on the touchdown run, but he won't get in here. He'll be stopped short, and they'll come up empty on the try for 2.
But they couldn't be happy that they were having to stop a 2-point conversion because that means they gave up a touchdown. But a little solace there. You saw some good gang tackling, stacking him up before he can get to the end zone.
We talk about offensive. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
Elliott, toss right. And he's got some space here. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 60 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. A give to Elliott running left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 10th touchdown of the season, 2nd of the game.
And the Cowboys get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone.
And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. Neville Gallimore on the stop. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rolling to his right. He's going deep for Brown. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by Malik Hooker.
He's been having a good day so far, but I think he got a little overzealous on that one. Still young in this league. Has to learn to try not to do too much on an individual play because, as we all know, sometimes less is more. And throwing away is preferable to making the big mistake.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
7 catches for him now, and this last one, a 1st down.
They'll try and run the option left side. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Inside give to Elliott. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. Here's Brian Anger now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. That's a 43-yard punt, aided as well by a loss on the return. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. And they're going to speed things up here. On 1st down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd and 6. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They go play action here on 1st down. This is Smith with a grab. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Nice chunk of yards on 1st down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on 2nd. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
Now a carry for Pirine. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with 3rd down now looming. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Again, here's Pirine. And he gets the 1st down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Raheem Mostert, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down to 18. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all.
And it was capped off by a touchdown run from Raheem Mostert.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. Dallas offense set for this next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. They'll start with the option.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. The give is to Elliott. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 101 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they